Hi, Leo. I'm feeling kind of quiet and low today. I've been looking forward to your reading, so I'm hoping this just transforms. I don't know what's going on. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back. For those of you who it's your first time, I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot, and I'm going to be doing a general reading for the collective of Leo today. That's any placement of Leo. Any one of them works. It's all good. So this is your mid-monthly reading, and I'm going to try a new format. You may or may not know that each astrological sign is broken into 3 parts depending on the date of birth, right? They're called deacons. Well, they're spelled D-E-C-A-N. I'm saying deacon, but I really don't know how to pronounce it, but regardless. So what I'm doing for these mid-monthlies is pulling one card, one pile for each deacon, and doing a reading, full reading for each one, so that in the hopes that you'll find it more, you'll be able to resonate with it more. I'm curious to know if you resonate with your pile or all 3 or none at all. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you what the deacons are, so don't worry about that. The question we're asking is, what is coming towards you in this last half of January that you may not be aware of? And the deacons for Leo are, if you're born between July 23rd and August 1st, that's Deacon 1. If you're born between August 2nd and 11th, that's Deacon 2. And if you're born between August 12th and the 22nd, that's Deacon 3. And I'll say them again when I go through the piles. Okay, so we're going to start with pulling one major arcana, one tarot for each of you. I'm using the Augure, which is all major arcana. And we're going to start there, sorry. Like selenite everywhere. I feel like I need it, like and my rock. Isn't this a great rock? I found it on my morning walk a long time ago. It's such a good hold handy rubby rock. I lost it once and I was so bummed, and then I went back on a whim like a week later just to see, because I was like, no way is it in the same place in a park. It was. And it was like a beacon just sitting there. I couldn't believe that nobody else picked it up. Especially the neighborhood I live in. There's a whole bunch of witchy weirdos like me. I'm not a witch. I don't consider myself a witch. I consider myself a goddess, an empress, but I do witchy things too. Okay. Okay, Deacon 1, what is coming your way that you may not be aware of? High Priestess, sideways going into the upright. That was the star peeking out for Deacon 2. Deacon 2, we're doing you right now. Not taking those because I threw them, but I'll look at them. The Fool, the Devil, and the Sun. Deacon 2, what's going on with y'all? Let's see. Okay. And normally it has to fall. But we're taking this. Strength in the reverse. I'm going to pull more cards. I'm going to pull another, see if another one comes out. I feel it. One more. There's one more for you, Deacon 2. Well, I was incorrect. There's two more. The Chariot and the Star, which wanted to come out. There it is. This is so interesting. Okay, Deacon 3, we're moving on to you. I have a thought. I'm going to see what happens right here. The Hierophant. The Lovers. Whoa. You saw that, right? It's the Hermit sideways going into the upright. I'll show you all of them. Don't worry, my friends. Let me move my tea. I have a really strange song in my head. You can't play with my yo-yo. Yo, don't try to play me out. Don't try to play me out. Any of you remember that song by Yo-Yo? And like, when was that? 80s, 90s? Okay. Temperance is on the split for all three of you, Deacons. And on the bottom is the Hierophant. Okay. So we're talking about, this is big deal for all three of you. All three piles. So here's the thing with these. You don't have to be in the Deacon to resonate with it. It's whoever resonates with Deacon 1, Deacon 2, Deacon 3, whether it's your Deacon or not. You feel me? Just keep that in mind. Okay. This is heavy energy. It's past life. It's going back, ancestral. It seems to be coming up for a lot of the signs, healing ancestral patterns right now. The Moon is underneath the Hierophant. The Hangman is underneath Temperance. So, yeah, a pause for sure. Yeah. It's like a kind of battle where sometimes you're able to be like, okay, everything happens the way it's meant to, and I get that, and I'm moving on, and then something happens and you're like, oh, why is it not happening now? Or like, this sucks, or you know what I'm saying? It's like, feels like that. Like a back and forthy, back and forthy, back and forthy. Okay, let's start with Deacon 1. The High Priestess, sideways, going in the upright. So when a card comes out sideways for me, whatever direction it's headed is the direction that you're leaning more toward or you're more in. And it means for me when it comes out sideways that it's a battle. You know what I mean? You're not fully embodying one or the other. You're like boop, boopy, boop, boopy, boop, boopy, boop. With listening to your intuition. So maybe you're trying to figure out what is your intuition and what's your brain. Yeah. Ooh. The Thoth wants to be used for you. Okay. Wow. All right. Well, now I feel like I'm good. All this energy is happening. So thanks, Leo. Wow. I have acupuncture today. I feel like every time I do the Leo readings, I have my overalls on, and because I wear them when it's my acupuncture day, because I need to like easy access to most of my body, but you're not naked or in the drawers. You know what I mean? You're still clothed, but you gotta like let them get to your knees and below, and like all of this to like your pelvis, basically. Acupuncture is life-changing. I really wish that there were schools that had a 5-year program instead of just the 3-year masters, and they require a BA. Wish they had one that gave you a BA and something that is related. Because I want to go to acupuncture school, but I don't have a BA and there's nothing I want to study. You know what I mean? When you're thinking about your career path, I don't know. All right, let's see. The High Priestess, sideways. For anyone who resonates with Deacon 1. That was the Three of Swords. So obviously you're coming from a place of sadness. What I don't know yet is if the sadness is informing the intuition, or, you know what I mean? If you're, like, it's fear. The Queen of Wands. Okay. So this could be you. This is the Aries card. So you could be dealing with an Aries, or you could have Aries in your chart. Leo is the King of Wands, but it's still a fire sign. So interesting. The Queen of Wands is a creatrix, is someone who is very, 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 very strong in her power. You don't have to be a fit female either. Okay. The Lovers in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. It's not clear if the world that's what I was just gonna say, though. It's not clear if it's an ending. And the Three of Swords now on the bottom. Okay. The Knight of Cups is under the Knight of Cups, which is the King of Cups in this deck. And the Princess of Wands. The Knight of Cups is underneath the world, and the Princess of Wands, which is the Page, is under the Three of Swords. So this is an ending, clearly, right? Of a union that looked promising. It started out equal footing and equal passion, equal interest and attention. It started out there, that was theirs at some point. So Knight of Cups is King of Cups, it's Scorpio. So it could be a Scorpio. You could be dealing with an Aries and a Scorpio. You could have Aries and Scorpio in your chart. Or this could be you, the Queen of Wands, and this could be any water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? Doesn't have to be any of that stuff, but if that's helpful, I'd just like to say that stuff. Okay. It feels like you are, let me show you everything. The Queen of Wands, the Lovers in reverse, and the Six of Cups in reverse. Get the similarities with the coloring, right? And then the difference. Because blue for cups, emotions, right? Okay. Your highest self is trying to get a message to you. About being complete on your own and about your true worth. You're the queen of, you're showing up as the Queen of Wands. I'm going to say this is you, okay? Because that's what it feels like. Male or female or non-binary, it doesn't matter. It's the energy. There's a lot of crown chakra happening. And third eye. Also, I'm hearing throat. So there's things being revealed to you. There are things being passed on to you, or it's trying to happen. They're tied into this connection that ended. That was a very powerful connection. It was something you thought was stable and was forever and you could count on. Or I'm going to pull another card on these. Or it could be your idea. Your idea needs to be grown, expanded. Something to do with soulmates and seeing soulmates and twin flames. I don't know. What are we going to use? I'm going to try this guy. It's great heartache. So is what you don't see coming, that it's closing, that the heartache is going to close off and you are going to be standing in your power in a place where you don't even recognize yourself. You've never fully embodied yourself before. I've been feeling super strongly about like self-talk and self-esteem. Because you know you're dope and you know you're powerful, but I don't think that you think you're beautiful, desirable, sexy, or like whatever that fits in for you doesn't fit into what the norm and the masses say is. Does that make sense? All right, let's see here. What can you tell me more about the situation? To make it clearer, so I can be clearer with the message that you have for the folks who resonate with Deacon 1. Can you tell me more about the Lovers in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse? The Two of Swords. That's when you are separate from your soul because you're in your head and you're letting the things, there's logic happening or reasoning happening when there needs to be knowing and letting go and just integrating and maybe sitting. Do you feel me? Stillness. The Eight of Swords. Okay, this is about anxiety. Why is that? Shouldn't be upside down. Hold on. That's for me, because why the effing poopy poop face are these upside down, some of them? Nope. I like everything to be facing the way it's supposed to be facing, so that you guys get the right cards. You feel me? I didn't even realize I had it split in half. Okay. The Page of Wands and the Page of Swords split in the bottom, but I'm going to pull more. Hold on, let me let you see these. It's like giving and receiving, right? It's like incoming and receiving. So that could be those, the Emperor just fell out, which is the Queen of Wands too. So you might have Aries strong in your chart. I just want to reshuffle since I just went through all those, you know what I mean? Maybe what you don't see coming is strength, is you standing in your strength. The strength card. What? What? You watched that, right? What the effing hell? All right. If you ever doubt, if I ever doubt myself, things like that, I'm like, okay. That's the Empress, right? All right. Well, definitely a divine counterpart. Strong connection. The Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, that's where you would want the Four of Cups. It's on the split. The Moon and the King of Swords. Beautiful. That was beautiful. Went right on the Eight of Swords. Okay. The Moon is on the split. And the King of Swords is on the bottom. The World is under the King of Swords. And the Lovers is under the Moon. So the Lovers is coming out for the Lovers. Okay. You are holding on to your past ideas of either a person or what love is supposed to be or look like. There are still parts where you are unsure. You're unsure, but I think what it is underneath it is you're unsure that you're worthy of it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Probably you have a lifetime of examples that show you you're not worthy, but you are worthy, okay? You are. And this is you struggling with the growth, with that last piece. I don't know if it's your last piece, but it's definitely a pivotal one. Your thoughts are hindering your ability to receive, to hear your intuition right now, okay? And maybe what you don't see coming is you're about to remove yourself. Like, take a time out. So what came up was the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Six of Swords. Okay. This King of Swords feels very much like also the King of Cups. Maybe you're uncomfortable, like you physically feel uncomfortable waiting and being still and not knowing what's coming or what to do. Oh my God. So underneath the King of Swords is the Six of Cups. Again, the world, right? And the King of Swords. Let's see what... Let's ask... Well, doesn't... Well... Let's see what you can do to move into the place that the universe wants you to be in. That would help, I think. Make this a little bit clearer. I would really love to know in the comments if this resonated for you, or if you're sitting here being like, yeah, but it's this. It's just you almost got it, or you're totally off. It's this. If you would say that in the comments, that would be really helpful. Or just knowing that it all resonated would be helpful. But no worries. No pressure either way. That stuff is always helpful because it's a very weird feeling being here. And these things are coming through and you're like, they're not like in a billboard, you know what I mean? They're like, for me, they're, because it's still opening, they're like, they pop up. But they're like one of 150 things that are happening on each side. There's 150 things literally happening here and on this side, and the front and the back. You know what I mean? There's a lot happening in here. Okay. It's all the time. It's like my tinnitus, but it's energy. Never stops. I have tinnitus in both ears. Okay. What can the folks who resonate with Deacon 1, what are the actions they can take? Checking the time. That will take them on the path to their highest vibrational good and with the most ease and peace into their alignment, into where you want them to be. The Death card in reverse. The Seven of Cups. It came out in the up in the reverse and then it fell into the upright. So let's just keep that in mind. So it could be like you're feeling overwhelmed by choices. You're just nothing is resonating out there. Like there's like a stalling. Yes, that's the wheel. Okay, woo! I think what you have to do right now, Leos who in Deacon 1, who resonate with Deacon 1, is be still. It's got to be follow. This needs to be what's propelling you forward, not fear. I'm deciding if I'm going to pull more. The Page of Pentacles is on the split, which is, okay. And the Chariot is on the bottom, which is that feeling of wanting to propel forward. This comes after you've done all the work and have conquered your obstacles. And they're mostly like mental. They're things that are blocking your intuition. The Chariot is not pulled by reins. It's a mind meld because it's all in the same frequency. The Five of Swords, the Hermit, which came up, right? The Hermit, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Chariot are underneath. The Devil is underneath the Hermit and the Tower. So this is a whole bunch of struggle, which you know because you've been going through it. And you're definitely getting there toward the end of it. Are you trying to figure out your life's purpose? Are you trying to figure out your your biggest wish, your biggest dream? A dream is a wish your heart makes. The Queen of Wands underneath the Page of Pentacles. Okay, it is. It's about dedicating yourself to being a student of yourself, to being specifically for you guys in Deacon 1 who resonate with this, for being a student of your self-worth. It is time for you to dedicate yourself to learning, uncovering all the reasons why you don't have self-esteem, like where it went. and the confidence, what, you know, what was the original things that, and then how they manifest. What does it look like when you don't? And then you, from looking at those things, that's how you know what to do to heal it. Do you know what I mean? It feels very much like, okay, I don't think I showed you these. The Death card, which is rebirth too, in reverse, the Seven of Cups, and the Wheel. I feel like it's impatience, that this, like, the Chariot is showing up more as impatience from you. Like you just want it to be done already, or you just wanted to, why isn't it not here yet? So the Wheel of Fortune is set in motion by Source, right? It's set in motion by Source. It's spinning. And what Source wants us to do is just get on it. Just get on it. It's set in motion by Source, but the direction it takes is set in motion by us, by our free will and the choices we make. What Source wants us to do is get on it and strap in and just surrender to it. Sometimes we're like, no, I feel nauseous. You feel nauseous because you moved your focal point. You feel off because you moved your focal point. Do you understand what I'm saying? Think of like a person who does like those spinny aerial things. They don't get dizzy. Why? I'm not saying you have to be like that, but do you understand the metaphor I'm making, or whatever example I'm trying to give? The actions for you to take are to is to get on the wheel. And just remove yourself from everything right now, so you can preserve your reserve. So you build it. So you are building your reserve. You're building it and then preserving it, learning how to preserve it, and then you'll have overflow, right? You get yourself on the wheel in the motion of only things that are self-soothing right now, no matter what. You are the forefront. You are, right? You don't need to know all the things. You just need to commit to that. Commit to you, to the growing and learning of you in this way, in this deep, deep, deep way. There's going to be things that hurt that come up. Don't forget, though, you're the Queen of Wands. You're coming up as the Queen of Wands. So this is about your feminine, for Leos, right? Developing your masculine part. The King of Wands, for those in Deacon 1, is strong. You need to develop the feminine part, the receptive part. You understand? Okay. We're going to pull stuff at the end for everybody, but there you go, Deacon 1. That was a lot. All right, Deacon 2. I don't know what decks we're going to use. Probably not the same ones, but maybe. The Good Tarot has been wanting to be used for a bunch of days, so let me see if today is its time, or if it's still not time yet for the Good Tarot. Okay. There's a lot happening around me. I haven't used these in a while. There's one other one. Well, now you know how it goes. If you've been here before, we go in the flow. I'm going to show you these in a second. Nicoletta Ciccioli. I'm Italian and my dad is from Italy and I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't speak it. I feel like it's those guys. Oh, I don't know. It's this. We're going with the good tarot. Okay. Maybe we'll use those to further clarify. Deacon 2, which is August 2nd to the 11th, or anybody who resonates with it. So, what you got was the Strength card in reverse, the Chariot in the upright, and the Star. So, the Strength card is you, Leo. Chariot is Cancer, but it could be a water sign. Star is Aquarius, which is air sign. May be relevant, may not be relevant. But look at the gold. That is divine. That's source healing. That's healing of the kind that brings you to the next level of consciousness, which brings you to the next phase of you. And you got it going on here. But okay, these are all states of mind. None of these things are people or things. Do you know what I mean? Strength is when you're being tested from the universe. It's like the Nine of Wands. It's like you're at the end. It's been so hard and you've been going through so much. And that's clear because the Star is here. And the Star is a reward and it's a gift of healing from the universe for all the shit that you've been going through, right? And Strength comes out when you're almost there. You're almost completed this cycle. But there's still a little bit more that you need, little deeper, and it's not easy, that you need to develop before you can be handed the reward, because you have to be able to hold it, right? How long can you hold it right now? This is something you could ask yourself, like when you find yourself impatient, like what if you got what you wanted? How long, with the way you are right now, how long could you hold that in your hand? Are you really ready? Do you have space in your hands? Do you feel me? You know what I mean? So when the Strength card comes out, so what you don't see coming, but it's in reverse. It's interesting because the Chariot is, which we talked about earlier, right? Being propelled forward. It's when you've become at one with your light and dark. You've made friends with them, you've sat with them, your shadow aspects and your light, and you've integrated it, and now you have all this knowledge, and it's building momentum that's compelling you to move, to take action, right? So you have that card in the middle of two like waiting cards. different kinds of waiting. One is gathering up your resources and one is being rewarded. So maybe that's what you don't see. Maybe you're about to get your reward and it's going to come at you quickly. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this is, whoa, I'm feeling dizzy. I don't know. Do I look pale? Paler than normal? I split this because it's too fat to hold and shuffle right. Like I want to make sure I shuffle the right way. You know what I'm saying? You guys get the cards you're meant to get and there's no like mistakes or interference, really is what I mean. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. You guys are fuckers. Stop fucking with me. Your energy is, you guys are mean. Okay, that's the page of air. That just, I don't know if you saw it, but it literally floated itself over there. And the page of swords. Oh, I'm going to read hers because hers are different. Oh, and you don't do reversals. You don't do reversals with this deck. I forgot. So look at that. The Strength card came out in reverse, but we don't read them in reverse with this deck. It's part of the intentions of the deck. Okay. I'm definitely reading her things because, ooh, she's got, oh boy, here we go again. Okay. The Four of Swords on the split, which is healing. And I see the overlap here between Deacon 1 and 2. So if you did resonate with Deacon 1, 2, you had the Six of Swords, which is removing yourself to go find balance because you haven't been able to do it, right? You got to a point of like agitation and you're trying not to get to the 8, which is the stress, which you did have in Deacon 1. And the Four of Swords is before the 6. It's when you remove yourself for healing. It's when you take care of your hierarchical needs, right? Like you're sleeping, what are you putting in your body? What are you surrounding yourself with? That kind of stuff. The Emperor, again. So you might have Aries in your chart. You might be dealing with an Aries. Okay. And what came out, both in reverse, but we're not reading them in reversals, are the Lovers in the Tower. Okay, hold up. I'm putting them in reverse because that's not an accident. Okay, what I see is an imbalance of energy, of flow. There's something here. Hold on. Now I'm cold again. It feels like a lot of self-doubt about who you are. Like, it feels similar to the first one where it's like old ideas of things are being challenged. Let's look at this. Okay. I can't, my brain is like, my mind is off. It turned off. I don't know what's going on. Hold on a second. Oh my word. Where are the court cards? I think you're about to level up. Like your reward is you're gonna look totally different. You're not gonna vibrate at all how you ever have before. And I think you know that. And I think you're scared of it. Because maybe you've seen little bits of what it could be and you're like, what the fuck? Like, this isn't real. Maybe you think you're crazy. I understand that. I've been there for most of my life, okay? I'm not crazy and you're not crazy either, okay? It's like the page of air is the only one that's upright, and we're not reading reversals, but I'm paying attention to the visuals of the reversals. Do you feel me? The rest of them are reversed, and the way the energy flows is like this, and then it kind of gets stuck. It goes like this. And that's what I see it as, like you're the page of air, you're coming out. You're fighting to be open and to be in control and to be free all at the same time. Right. They're all saying the same thing. It's about recognizing the unity in everything, that you are not separate. You feel separate, but you're not separate. And because you're not separate, because we are energy. So maybe that's where the issue is with you accepting that or understanding it. Yeah, it's what you don't see coming is a gigantic shift in the last half where it's going to take you, if you let it happen and you can surrender to it, it's going to take you to your next level of you. And it has to do with romantic love. It's in there somewhere. That's in your next part of your journey, but you have to be able to let yourself see it, feel it, know it, recognize it, and be able to maintain it, because you have to see all those things in yourself first. Does that, you know what I mean? Okay. So let's pull cards on what actions you can take for those of you who are resonating with Deacon 2 to let this happen. To get you your star. It's going to come fast. You have the Tower and the Chariot. Like when it happens, it's going to be like that. Like it's going to be like overnight almost. Or like it'll be like a week ago you were doing something and now you're like holy, didn't see that coming. How did I get here? In a good way though, not in a bad way. Okay. No, one more. I need to pay attention to the time because like I had acupuncture. Okay. Patience came out, which is Temperance. That's why I'm laughing. It's insane, right? When you've been waiting for so long and then you get told to wait longer. It's just because there's just, you're not totally ready to hold whatever's being given to you. The Four of Cups and Patience. The Four of Water and Patience, which is Temperance. The bottom is the Eight of Swords again. And the split is the Nine of Fire, Nine of Wands. So this is you being your own worst enemy. You being almost ready to give up and being too much in your head, being in your head. As soon as you feel that dissonance, that's a sign you're not in alignment. And whatever you're worrying about is likely you're making it worse. So when you feel that and feel you have to do the best you can to remove yourself from it and re-ground yourself immediately. Even if that's like taking a drink of something or water, you know what I mean? It's, or like you were looking at a wall, look out a window. Do you feel me? This is ridiculous, but this might help you. This is what I've been doing lately. For different, I change it up for different things, but I walk a lot. I walk every day. I walk a lot. And it's something I need movement when I'm stressed or when I'm, it helps me reground. So I live in the same neighborhood as my ex and see him constantly. It's been 3 years since we've been broken up. I see him all the time. It's very stressful. A lot of times I don't go out. Regardless, I'm done with that. I'm going out. I'm doing my thing now. Fuck that, right? Fuck this CPTSD that I get when I see him. Okay, no, for real. So I don't always have a path. And when I find myself going somewhere and then I like am tempted to go in a different direction, or I'm not sure where to go, or something's happening in front of me and I don't know what to do, I say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm alive. Being alive is fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which way to go? Help me decide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look. Wait. Oh, I forget. There was one about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look around you. Look at the sky. I forget what the 5 to 1 is. But you feel me? So I've been like just adapting it for things. Things like that. Just employ tactics like that when you, as soon as your first awareness of anxiety inside yourself. So the universe is saying to you, just, there's more for you to release, to be into the flow. There's things that you're holding on to from the past. The Four of Cups came up in the reverse for the first deacon, right? And it came up again as the thing, it came up as what's coming towards you in the first, right? Or no, it came up as what to do. And it's coming up again of what to do. Take a look at what you're holding on to. And the things that are keeping you here instead of expanding you. Make sense? Did I show you these? I apologize if I didn't. Okay, let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. Yes. Oh, I'm glad I did that. Okay. Underneath the Nine of Wands, which is the don't give up card, I know it's been really fucking hard and you're exhausted and it really feels like this is pointless and fruitless. Don't give up. Underneath it is the Nine of Pentacles, which is being rooted in who you are. It's the mini Empress. It's the mini Queen of Wands too. It's the Earth Queen of Wands, kind of. Do you know what I'm saying? Instead of a fire. And underneath the Eight of Air is the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Earth, which is becoming a master alchemist. Dedicating yourself to the growing of yourself and the knowing of yourself, right? Okay. Lots of overlap in this reading. I've seen overlap in every reading I've done, but only a couple of them. Cancer had like very clear. This one's pretty clear too so far. I don't remember who else had it. All right. What time is it? Jeez Louise. I think I'm okay time-wise. I'm pretty sure I am. Okay. Deacon 3, which is the 12th of August to the 22nd, or whoever resonates with it. The Hermit, sideways going into the upright. Okay. So maybe you're about to go into hermit mode. Let's just get into it. We're doing Tower of Curious for you guys. Nicoletta just yelled at me. Can I show you the box? Okay. Six of Pentacles. That's about gaining equal footing, it's reciprocity, equal give and take. The Sun, which is y'all. That's y'all. Oh, whoa, okay. There goes this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Leo. All right, hold on. What's on this split? The High Priestess. Deacon 1, right? The Two of Cups. Queen of Cups under the High Priestess and the Moon. That's a lot of Cancer energies. So maybe you have Cancer strong, but regardless, this is about your intuition and building up the reservoir of it, right? To get yourself into a place where this is where you're gonna be able, this is where you're gonna be next. The Two of Cups, an offer to come, an offer to join together of two separate but actualized, equally actualized, and in the ways that you're not, you're able to bring each other up in an easy way, you know, beings. Okay, what came out is the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, again, and this is the bratty Four of Cups, and the Star again. And the Hermit has the Star in their lantern. Okay. It's about ascension. We already know that. It's about going within, right? So oh. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It is getting everything you've ever desired. It's all of your your biggest dreams and your biggest wishes that are coming true. Coming true. You living in happiness. You're in a state of flow of happiness. You're able to maintain it, and you see the beauty, even with the sad. It doesn't get you down too long. It doesn't get you down. You feel it, but it doesn't keep you down. You feel me? And the universe is giving you the beginning to get there to the Sun with the Ace of Pentacles, which is it's a reward. It's a gift from the universe, literally handing you the map, the tools, the guidebook, everything for you to succeed in building your legacy and building you start at the foundation, starting at the foundation and just adding on to it. Remember the 9 of Earth came up. That's almost at the 10, right? And the 10 is, to me, the happiest card in the deck is the 10 of Pentacles. But that's where you're headed. That's what the universe is giving you. You are still holding on to this, like, woe is me. I'm not everybody wins but me feeling. And maybe that's what's about to happen. That's about to go away. That's what's stopping you from getting the star. Still not sure if you're about to go into hermit mode. I would love to know in the comments what this looks like. If you're, hold on, I'm going to pull more cards, I think, to try to. I think that you're still in the hermit mode, but you're about to come out of it. And you're about to come out of it if you can let go of whatever. It's like a fear of missing out, kind of. That's what I'm going to call the 4 of Cups the FOMO card. It's kind of that. It's missing out on stuff, and why? There could be different reasons why. I'm going to pull another one because there's something not making sense to me about the Hermit. Because I feel like if you were about to come out of the Hermit, then it would be in the reverse. And it's sideways, but going into the upright. Do you feel me? So I just feel like I'm missing something. The 5 of Pentacles going into the upright. So it's about not getting stuck in the Hermit. Wait, I know I'm saying 17 conflicting things. It's because there's a lot happening in my head. So maybe it's different for all of you. Hold on. Is it to stay in the Hermit a little bit longer because you have the Tower again? Okay, you're gonna, whoa. Gosh, Leos, I'm really sorry about this. What is going on here? What you don't see coming is a Tower. That's going to obliterate for you or make really fucking clear the ways that you're still feeling not good enough. And the ways that you're holding yourself back with the FOMO card. Either because you don't feel good enough and like it's never going to happen for you, or what if, should I go with this? Is this, what if I like something better? A Tower is going to happen that's going to be very clear for you and cut out the Knight of Swords on the bottom and 3 of Cups. everything that doesn't serve you. The Four of Swords is under the Three of Cups, which is like, it came up, right? Again, yeah. Healing. Yeah, maybe that's it, right? What you don't see coming is the truth and healing. The healing period that's going to happen after that. Let's see what you can do in order to help you stay on the path to your highest vibrational good. I think we're going to use a different deck. I just like to shuffle them. Okay, now we're using finally the Nicoletta. She's like, finally, for the love of Pete, for the love of Pasquale. Pasqualina. Okay. I would love it if you could tell me, whoever resonated with Deacon 3, what the hell is going on for you and what it looked like, because it's very muddy. Okay, it's not muddy, it's like webby. The Queen of Swords. Aligning yourself with the truth, with your truth and the truth. Clear vision, clear communication, being the clear conduit for truth to come through, to be it. The Ace of Cups. Being open to new love, but you are clinging to the past of your fears. You're clinging to it. There's not space for new love. I'll show you this card. You'll see. Because you are busy carrying all of these old aspects of you that no longer serve you. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. This is like a new opening is happening for you all. The Empress. No, the High Priest. No, the Empress. And the King of Wands, which is you. Okay. This is about being steady in your masculine power, right? But developing and being and opening up your feminine, your divine feminine. This is the King of Cups. Underneath it, wait, is that the King of, my bad. It's the King of Swords, not the Queen of Swords. But it doesn't matter because the Queen of Swords also is here. So, okay, the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups. See how they're fighting? It's like they're fighting each other. They're like going head to head. See how she's carrying all these past parts of her into her new path of love? You can't do that if your hands are full. You can't accept it. This is the Empress. She's going into the reverse. Okay. Okay. Maybe you've been comfortable standing in your... feel like you're maybe... feel like this has to do with voice. Like speaking your truth. Speaking it when you're not angry. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like when you're angry or like you're fired up, it's easier for you to use your voice. But in other times when things are happening that are not right for you, it's harder for you to use your voice. Does that make sense? And this is establishing the strong foundation in you as the ultimate creatrix, which is the Empress energy, which is self-sustaining, self-creation. It's the pinnacle of it all. For any of you who resonate with Deacon 3, I'd love to know like your sun, moon, rising, Venus, because there's a lot of different things happening here, you know? It could be about you are needing to balance your rigidity and discernment with your softness. You're hard with your soft. That is like the area and aspect of you that needs to still be integrated in all of the different ways that can manifest. That's what I feel like this is saying. And once you do that, you're going to see clearly the truth of things you haven't seen. You're going to be able to cut them all out. You're going to be able to have the foundation that you're building with being in the Hermit, right? To have your Ace of Pentacles to your 10 of Pentacles to your Sun to your Star. You feel me? Some things are going to fall apart, which is the Tower with you and using your voice. I feel like that was strong in here too. Okay, I apologize for any long pauses or whatever. I know. Okay. I know I have to finish this up. Okay. I'm going to pull... I've been pulling one oracle card for all three, and I could definitely do that with this because it's definitely overlapping. I'm just trying to decide what one we're going to... My hand, when it does that, it's so funny. God, I hope I'm not going to be late. I don't think I'm going to be late. Okay. Not sure which one of these we're using. Either the Heart Path or the Hero's Journey. Oh, I just heard, ooh, Hero's Journey. If one of you said that or thought it, can you write it in the comments for me? That's hilarious. Ooh, Hero's Journey. That's what I heard. We're like, ooh. All right, we're going with that one. It's hilarious. Thank you for the cosign. I feel hungover, and I am not hungover at all. In any way. I don't know, I do notice that it happens after I have moments of higher frequency and I maintain it for longer. When it starts lowering, I can feel the shift so strongly, and it's easy to just get stuck like, oh, here we go, it's back again, instead of being like, No, this is just a dip. It doesn't have to be a stay. It's just a visit. It's just a dip. It's like a blip. I need to take an Epsom salt bath later. All right. Last word from the universe for all y'all, Leos, all y'all. I don't think it's ever happened for me through this deck. Ever. Like whoever was the co-signer, you are holding on strong for this card to come out. 10,000 angels lean on your circle of supernatural support. Don't worry, we're going to read it. And on the bottom is breadcrumbs of bliss. Heed your pleasure principle. Okay. The pleasure principle. Oh. That's one of the best videos of all time, music videos of all time. When angels visit us, we do not hear the rustle of wings nor feel the feathery touch of the breast of a dove, but we know their presence by the love they create in our hearts. Mary Baker Eddy. You have a circle of supernatural support, spirit guides, and angelic beings surrounding you always. I mean, hi, the star. How many times? You have at least 10,000 angels on hand at all times, above, beneath, and on either side of you. When you become aware of them, their support and strength can be experienced more palpably within you, and you become truly empowered. Take a moment to scan over your life and realize you have never been alone. Good holding out, whoever of you were holding out for this card. Allow yourself to feel uplifted as you ride on the wings of their vision for you. Discover the loving guidance that is always present. Honor your guides and angels by receiving and acting on their gift of wisdom. Dream symbol is departed loved one. When you dream of a departed loved one, you are connecting with their immortal spirit, the qualities they represent to you, and perhaps receiving a message of love and wisdom to assist you on your quest. You are directly experiencing the awareness that life is eternal and loving bonds are not severed when someone shuffles off this mortal coil. The love and healing power from this type of dream cannot be overestimated. Take heed of any messages you receive. Consider your relationship with the qualities your dream visitor represents to you. Consider your relationship with the qualities your dream visitor represents to you. I'm cradled in a supernatural web of light and miracles that propel me along my way. That's your mantra. Let's do breadcrumbs. Follow your bliss and doors will open for you that you never knew existed. Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors for you where there were only walls. Joseph Campbell. It is no accident that you are on this planet at this time in this place with these people. It's no accident you've been endowed with unique gifts. Your gifts and talents are within you for a purpose. It's not your job to know how your life is meant to unfold. It is only your job to be attuned to the bliss that moves you, guides you, and underlies your every interaction moment by moment. When you honor your dreams, your inner guidance, and the promptings of your soul, you are rewarded every step of the way with a resurgence of soul juice, aka bliss. Soul juice. This is not a temporary high that leaves you crashed and burned out. The breadcrumbs of bliss will lead you to the best place to be in divine right order. Dream symbolism, blissful dreams. Regardless of whether they are about winning the lottery, an extraordinary sexual connection, or a sacred communion with God, blissful dreams reinforce that you are on track with your divine calling and purpose for being alive. You are inherently wired for pleasure. When you are where you are supposed to be, doing what you are supposed to be doing, the bliss button will be turned on. Your mantra is, I follow breadcrumbs of bliss that lead me step by step toward a most fulfilling life. I think I'm going to call this turning on your bliss button. All right, Leo. I hope that this was all helpful. Thank you for holding space for me, and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I will let me know if you can or feel moved to how this format worked for you and how, if you liked it and how it worked for you. I will see you all in about 2 weeks at your February monthly. Okay, bye.